corresponding department is present or not. Now next is example of right outer join. Here it will display all the records from department table. So if we execute this query, it will display all the records from my department table. These many departments are present, though the corresponding employees are present or not. So only these 10 and 20 department contains actual employees. For all the other departments, it is showing employee details as null. And full outer join is basically a combination of left outer join and right outer join. So it is a union between left and right outer join. So if I execute this query, it will show first 5 are the matched rows. Okay, this one is the output of left outer join, and further all rows are the output of right outer join. All departments, whether corresponding employee is present or not. So it is basically a combination of left outer join and right outer join. Now let us see the concept of self join. Sometimes user need to join a table to itself. For example, consider employee table which contains employee ID as primary key and manager as ID as foreign key, which references to the primary key of same table. In such case, to find employee's manager name, we need to join employee table to itself. It is called as self join. For example, to find Robin's manager details, we need to find the details of Robin in employee table first. So that particular row of Robin we need to find first. Then find the manager number of Robin in the employee table. Suppose Robin's manager ID is 2. Then we need to find the name of the employee with employee ID as 2. Now 2 is the employee ID of Ken. So Ken is Robin's manager. So basically in this case we are looking in the same employee table twice. So we need to join the same table to itself. So it is called as self join. Now let us see the demo of how to write a self join query. Now basically manager is also an employee in the same company, right? So whenever I want to find employee's manager details, we need to compare employee.manager ID, that is e.manager ID, with manager's employee ID. Means my manager ID and my manager's employee ID will be equal, right? So I am writing from employee comma employee. Now self join means I am writing the same table twice in the from clause, from employee comma employee, but we cannot refer same name twice in the from clause. So for that thing I am giving two different table aliases, E and M, and now I am writing employee.manager ID equals to manager.employee ID. So using this join condition I can get my manager details. Now whatever columns I am fetching from like E dot something, those are employee details, okay, and whatever columns I am fetching that M dot column names, those are my manager details. So E dot employee ID is my employee ID, E dot last name is my employee's name, M dot employee ID will become manager ID, and M dot last name will become manager name. So if I execute this query now, it will show employee ID, then employee name, then corresponding manager ID and corresponding manager name as well. So manager name is basically a employee name column only. Using this comparison condition or using this join condition, I am finding the corresponding manager name.